Hariom. We, the students of Class 10B, came up with an innovative idea to celebrate the World Nature Conservation Day this year. I am Shreya with my friends Minna and Midila will accompany you till the end of this video. Let us take a few minutes of your time and lead you into our little presentation.
World Nature Conservation Day is celebrated on 20th of July every year. Theme for the year: a healthy environment is a key to a healthy and sustainable society. It aims at increasing awareness of the natural resources that the earth is bestowed with and the need to ensure their long-term protection.
What is nature conservation? Conservation is the act of protecting its natural resources for current and future generations. Its natural resources include air, minerals, plants, soil, water, and wildlife. Conservation is the care and protection of these resources so that they can persist for future generations. It includes maintaining diversities of species, genes, and ecosystem as well as functions of the environment such as nutrient cycle.
Why there is a need to conserve nature?
Let me explain to you. Each and every activity in the world depends upon nature. So we should understand that any activity they do will affect the earth. Conservation of nature is of utmost importance to all human beings in their life on earth. Earth has given essential needs to live like water, air, etc. So it's our duty to keep the environment safe and clean. There are so many threats to nature like deforestation, so it is important to protect nature and create a healthy environment for present and future generations.
Nature have been depleted in present days. But what's the reason behind that? The depletion of natural resources occurs when resources are consumed at a rate faster than that of replacement. The value of resources is measured in terms of its availability in nature. A resource that's rare due to depletion has a higher value than a natural resource which is in abundance.
Causes of depletion of natural resources: overpopulation. The consistent increase in the overall earth population has been a critical factor in accelerating the depletion of natural resources, and increase in the population increases the need for resources and conditions necessary to sustain it. It also increases ecological contamination. Overconsumption of natural resources. It leads to more and more natural oil and mineral depletion. The overexploitation of different minerals has led to their production decline. Industrial and technological development. It leads to release of toxins and chemical byproducts which are then deposited in lakes, soils and lands. They alter natural habitats and hence causing death of wildlife and aquatic life. Poor farming practices like poor irrigation practices, poor soil management practices and chemical usages destroy the soil structure, making it unfit for plant growth. Logging. Deforestation due to various reasons have not only loses trees but also animals and plant biodiversity. This have resulted in increased logging activities which had led to soil erosion. Pollution. Disposal of pollutants into natural environment leads to their contamination with sewage, radioactive material and other chemicals. All these have altered different natural habitats and thereby endangering flora and fauna.
Effects: 1. Water shortages. Poor farming practices, deforestation and pollution are major causes of water resource depletion. 2. Oil depletion. Oil is a non-renewable resource. Due to high rate of oil exploitation, the amount of oil remaining would last only for 25 years. Adverse effects of oil depletion include fall of business, high cost of living and uncertainty in transport. 3. Extinction of species. Due to changes in living conditions of animals as a result of resource overexploitation and habitat degradation, some species may go extinct. Practices such as overfishing and pollution have led to a drastic reduction in number of marine species. 4. Loss of forest cover. Increase in deforestation result in rise in greenhouse gases. Approximately 18 million acres of forest are destroyed per year. Other effects include soil erosion, global warming, loss of biodiversity, increased flood and drought. 5. Depletion of minerals. Due to increase in the overexploitation of non-renewable resources and construction materials, they may get depleted.
Effects of nature depletion on living beings. Poor oxygen supply. Deforestation of so-called lungs of the planet for other human utilizations and destruction of aquatic species by the dumping of industrial waste to water bodies without processing results in the lowering of atmospheric oxygen. For plant life, absorption of harmful chemicals through soil, which often leads to mineral toxicity. Sometimes, it may also deplete the mineral reservoirs of the soil, thereby decreasing the nutrient supply to the plants. Animal life. When the wild vegetation are cleared for human utilization and settlement, home for wild animals and species are destroyed. Human life. The lack of pure air and drinking water is essentially a threat to humans. Proper farming will not be possible when land is used for industrial settlements. The land finally becomes unsuitable for cultivation.
Now I will tell you some of the ways to conserve natural resources. Recycling, reduce water consumption, reduce the use of electricity, plant a tree, grow vegetables, composting, use rechargeable batteries, quit smoking, maintain your car, talk about it.
The COVID-19 pandemic have taken us down to a point that we can no longer use the conventional methods of conservation. But still, it's our duty to conserve nature. So, we have to do some alternatives. Let me explain you some of them. Conservation during quarantine. Keep recycling. Reduce plastic usage. Consider solar. Join environmental groups. Garden away. Act of climate change legislation. Eat more plants. Eat locally. Save water. Plant trees.
Earth Day 2020 report. We have got less industrial pollution, less noise pollution at airports, less air pollution from cars, and lots less litter on streets. All it took was a global pandemic shutdown.
Every single time when we are torturing our Mother Earth, she suffers horribly and she herself healed. When the limit got crossed, she started torturing us with the world-spread pandemic. Sometimes she even hurted herself, as it happened in Australian forest and Himalayan glaciers. And now, she started healing by making us use less vehicles, shut down industries, and let us sit at home. Let's make it simple and try to save both Mother Earth and also the mankind.
We have collected all the information from these following websites. Present to you by our class 10B speakers Shreya M, Nidula KB and Minna Hadia MS.
Thank you. Hari Om.
Have a nice day.